record this class with me. It's just a short 20 minutes discussion. There was a message I saw on the gov.uk. Now, gov.uk is the website of the United Kingdom, and that website is specifically directed towards information for immigrants, information for the Britain government. If you want to know anything specifically about the UK, you can just go on gov.com, and then you can find out all of those things. All right. So I saw a message from gov.com letting me know that, of course, it's an open message, that the UK wants to get ethical in their approach. Okay. And then what do they mean by being ethical? What they mean was that they wanted to try and avoid the outlook of trying to empty third world countries of their resources to fill their own. Because WHO has a kind of code of ethics when it comes to this kind of employment. So they wanted to get more ethical. All right. And this applies to about 47 countries thereabouts. This news is not new. It has been around since for the last 1 year. But it's like the pressure is increasing on the UK government that they should get ethical with their approach to employment. All right. So what does that really mean? That means that the active form of recruitment is going to be reduced, not stopped, while recruitment will continue. Now, and this is where a lot of people have confusion. So I'm going to explain the confusion first. I'll be talking about the confusion. I'll explain the confusion one. I will talk about what you need to do urgently, and I will also talk about how you can go about it. All right. First thing is active recruitment will reduce, especially for very common aspects of nursing. And that's the reason why I will really encourage that you really have a specialty. Traveling out is going to really help you. I will talk about 4 specialties in the UK that is very quick to get job. I know of ICU, perio, mental health. I don't know of the others, but those 3 they are quite hot cakes, right? Now, adult nursing covers every other aspect, like pediatrics, orthopedic, ophthalmic, and all of that. Now, those areas may not be able to have agencies involvement like before, but I can tell you, there's going to be coded recruitment that will not appear to look like recruitment. Now, what is the active recruitment involvement talking about? The active involvement there is that the government will no more be financially involved, because in the past, government will pay agencies to recruit. And that's the reason why, agencies will tell you that I will sponsor your exam, I will sponsor your flight, I will sponsor your whatever, I will sponsor your visa. But now agencies will still continue to get people down, but the government will no more be financially involved in that process. So which means that it is now the individual who wants to travel that will now source for the finances, with or without the involvement of the agency. So the agency could still continue to pull out. Recently, I think the last 2 or 3 persons, now the agency that employed me to work, I will not mention name because of sensitivity of this issue. The agency that employed me to work in the UK paid my IELTS exam, the last IELTS exam I wrote, they paid it. They paid my CBT, they paid my TB test, they paid my biometrics, they paid my visa. they gave me £500 when I got to the UK, and 3 months um out 3 months housing rent. All right. Can everybody hear me? Is everybody hearing me, please? Now, if you if you add all those things I mentioned together, it will be going to around £2,000 thereabout or more. All right, and they were not going to deduct 1 penny from my salary, so I'm not going to be paying them. It's not like it's not about, okay, I will now be paying them back, paying them salary. No, I won't have to pay them anymore. But the recent recruitment they had, the one they had in January, I remember the people I referred to them told me that they said they are not going to be paying anything. So which means that injunction has come to effect. So they were recruiting, but for some they are now, right now there's a division. For some they are paying, for some they are not paying. Do you understand the issue now? So there is a kind of will I call it you know double edge around it. Some said they paid parts. Are you following me now? Some said they did not pay. They said they just go and look for money. All right. Why some agencies are, because of the fact that agencies are actually getting money, they are getting financial benefits from this government involvement. Are you following me now? There is a financial benefit that is in stock by government when government decides to, and they pay a lot of money. That's why, at the time while I was still in Nigeria before I traveled down, a particular agent in the UK told me that for every person I refer and successfully get employed in UK, I will have £200. Are you following me now? So because there is a reward system, when of course a lot of money. So if I'm having £200 for just referring, are you following me? How much will the agent himself get on that person? At least as 5. Are you getting my point now? So there was a reward system. So because that reward system is about to be taken away, many agents will stop recruiting. However, there are for private institutions, get this clearly, for private institutions, that is people not affiliated with NHS, they may decide to do an under G work with some agent. Because let me tell you the truth. Listen to me carefully. There is a very serious job deficit for nurses. When I say job deficit for nurses, I'm going to explain this. I believe most of us understand. So get this clearly. Nurses are needed in the UK in a very serious way. I mean, if you ever gone to tracks.job or have gone to indeed.com, those are the agencies where you find a lot of employment stuffs. Tracks.job, indeed.com, and some priority.com and all of that. You will see that the job for nurses are plenty, a lot, because they want to operate a system that is very formal here. It's not like in Nigeria that you can have one nurse to 200 patients. Here, there's a system that protects the patients from, they call it safe staffing. So they are careful not to just, get their patients to be treated anyhow. So nurses are in serious need here. There was a time in my hospital I covered 2 wards, and it was an arrangement whereby, they're almost telling me that I'm in this ward, but I'm also, oversight. So because of that, jobs are plenty. So some companies will do under G cover, they just try and do this under G arrangements. You understand? To be able to get nurses to come to them, but they will not make it appear that it's actually under G. What they're trying to do is just to make it look like they're just trying to support their agents or their prospective nurse that's coming in. So that will continue, especially for private homes or nursing homes. But for NHS, it will stop. Is that all right? So now, what do you need to do at this time? Number one, it's a very recent development, and the pressure on that particular institution is not strong. As it were, a lot of people are still collecting their COS now, even though this kind of information has come. And then, because of that, it is only wise that you fast track your process. Now, let me tell you 2 ways to fast track your process. 2 ways. Number one, get NMC registration done now. I said this, I think, a month ago. I'm not sure whether it's a month ago. That even if you're not writing IELTS or CBT, go on NMC, register, pay for the registration, start verification. Now, verification in Nigeria is getting tougher. And I recently heard that there was a particular issue. Somebody told me, I don't know who told me now, that because a lot of people are coming through the back, there are a lot of bribes and all of that with the verification process. People are paying a lot of money, on their G and all of that. So because of that, there's a struggle, and then the minister said all verification should come to the stable. So before you get verified, it has to pass to the table of the, NMC or Gapapata. You understand? And so the backlog is real. Some people are still praying. This is a turn to prayer point. Oh Lord, let my verification come out. So because of the possibility of that length of time, you will not have the luxury of, I said it 2 months ago, yeah. You will not have the luxury of time to sit down and say, until I pass my IELTS, my IELTS is the first thing. If that was in the past, though, that was in the past. Nothing like IELTS is the first thing again, no. You need to quickly move fast and get your verification done so that you can have your CBT. Now, let me tell you quickly, because of the nature of the current situation, while you are trying to connect agencies, you must also apply directly. Do you understand? Any opportunity that is coming across when it comes to application, you must apply. Direct application, because NMC will not reject direct application. I mean, NHS, and so with many bodies in the UK today, they won't reject direct application. They will review your CV, and if your CV is good, I still have agents that I can connect with right now that they can still get your contact and then give rewards to you. If you're a mental health nurse, your job is waiting for you right now. Are you following me now? I know of mental health. I don't know of the other ones, but I know of mental health. If you're a mental health nurse now, as today, if once you pass IELTS, you have a job, standby is just come tell me your job is already with you. Are you following me? So now, whereas you can still apply indirectly, there are still some agents that are doing under G job, and you have to be very discreet with them. You have to be silent about it. You don't have to shout and say, hey. And that's why many people are not talking about their. If you find out recently, if you get anyone that's talking about agents, you should be your very best friend. You won't just say, my agent is NNB. They won't talk about it because it's now like a secret issue. Are you getting me? However, people are still getting direct jobs, and you need to, because before the pressure gets much, where you now find like 500 people, and then on one single job, it's good that you quickly run and tie that job. And you see, you will not be able to tie a job down if you don't have a PRN. That's what they call PRN. PRN is the temporary number they give nurses. You have it once you register. Number two, your chances will increase to get a direct job if you have passed IELTS. Because you know that even though you do a direct job, I once met a lady that was applying for, I was so shocked. She was applying for a job in the UK and she has not passed IELTS. I'm sure she has passed, I'm sure she has gone to the NMC registration. 30 jobs that were given, and she said she's even going for interviews. Now, when you get to the level of interview, once you get to the level of interview like this, the job is 90-10. The chance of that job is 90-10, not 50-50. If you apply, it's 50-50. When they say they want to interview you, you have made it. You have made it. it's 90-10. All right. Now, if you can get it now, if you're going for interview, network is very important because it's going to be on video. Go to a place where there's good network. Don't let the village people catch you, and then make them to be scratching. Look for a very good place where there's network. Dress well as if you're going for a physical interview. Answer the questions as much as you can to get the job. And once you get the job, be prayerful. Your COS is already settled. So, what am I trying to say? The third chances that will settle your job getting is CBT. So, in this our era, CBT can be done before IELTS. And as a matter of fact, it is very wise that you quickly go ahead and get your CBT done before the 1st of August because CBT is getting tougher. Now, two things are actually getting more difficult. Number one, verification in Nigeria. Number two, CBT in the CBT going to the UK. So what's the wisdom? Registration now, this week. Go and register this. You see, what I'm saying now, it looks like I can do it in July now. If you know you want to travel this year, you have prayed and you know that it's this year that God has said. See, if you don't take action, well, it's just going to be mouth talk. Go and register this week to this week that we are entering into. If you want me to help you to register, let me tell you what to do quickly. To register with NMC, just go on your website. I want us to do it together. Can we do it together? 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 I want 10 years. I will answer that question today. Can we do it together, please? If I can see 10 years, we'll do it together. I will sweep all of us straight to we just move straight down, bam, and then we hit it. All right. So I want us to do is a lecture together now, quickly. And this is going to be on video, so everybody will learn it once and for all. So once you want to do that, I'll just tell you, just go ahead. So if you want to register for your NMC, this is what you do. Go on your Chrome. Once you get to Chrome, pick a new tab, type NMC. Type NMC, all right, UK, NMC UK, NMC, I see not type. Just hold on, please. I don't know why C is refusing to type. Okay, type NMC UK. Okay, joining everybody. If you can do that, just go and do that now. Joining the register. Are you following? Join the register. Once you see that, you see joining the register, the nursing award, click on it. Once you click on it, it's going to open. Once it opens, you go ahead and you join, register as a nurse or midwife. You click on that. Then you say, if you ask if you train in the UK or outside the UK, you say you train outside the UK. Then if you say, so you now say, your application started after 7th of October 2019. You say yes, you click on that one. Then it will now take you to check you are ready to register. So if you say you should check if you are ready to register. All right. Now this is why people used to have problem. You just click on check. Then it will tell you about how much does it cost. Check your application. So get your checklist, show all, show eligibility and all that. Now, under this number 2, that is where the secret code starts. Can you see the beginning of the application there? Now, number 1 can confuse. When I was trying to get this thing for some people the last sometimes ago, I suffered. I will go to number 1. I will check the pre-application, check pre-application, check pre-application, check pre-application. When I'm fed up, I will say, where is this thing that they say we should do? So, can you see begin your application? So just click on that. Begin application. That's how it just take you bam before you start. So can you see start application here? Just click on start application. So just take you bam, ready to register. Can you see next? Just click next. But then, oh yeah, can you see? Oh yeah, check on team. And checked. Oh yeah, next. Can you see next? So and so on. You just keep following, you keep following, you keep following, you keep following. So that they don't think I want to register. Okay, I think I want to do it for somebody. So you click on pick one. Adult nursing, children nursing, learning disability, mental health. Now I'm picking mental health, okay? And then you say next. I've read the information and I'm ready to be quiet. Yes. I've not used yes. Next. Baram, choose country. Choose country. Oh yeah, which country are you from? Zimbabwe. Oh yeah, bam, Zimbabwe. So are we together? If you have not done this, go and do it now. All right. So I'm picking. I think I want to do it for someone. So let me just continue like this, and then you can now proceed with your application registration. Next, applying country. I understand. Next, sign up. Bam. Oh yeah, it's your email. Now this is not my email. You want to ask us, I want to ask for our email. Okay, so do we understand? Do we get it? Is it simple or it's not simple? You should scan the documents and exactly. How many of us know I just did now? If you got me, wave your hands. All right. So it's straight. Go and register now. Don't say I'll register when I finish it. Now, you see, when my wife wants me to do something, and I said I will do it. You say, when? I said I will do it now. Until I do it, you keep saying I have not done it. Go and do it. So me too, I'm doing like my wife. Go and do it now. Exactly. Don't waste time. So now you'll be required to make payments after you have completed all the questions. All the questions. Now I'm coming from somewhere, so just flow with me, okay? After you have completed the question, you'll be required to make payments. And when you have made payments, all right? When you have made payments, the payment is £140. £140 in UK dollars, in UK pounds, is in the equivalent of 655 naira. I'm sorry to say, naira is in the ICU. We are asking the our nurses from the ICU, cardiovascular nurses, please help also. Naira is in ICU. So that will soon come back. It's currently in ICU, and no be today. So so 65 naira multiplied by what? 140. I think it's about 50, 90, just 90 something pounds. But me, I take 95,000. So if you want to pay 95,000 naira today, if you pay it today, I will help you convert to pounds, because Our Nigerian government has also stopped conversion or has stopped payments through these platforms. It's sad, but please don't be angry with them. Okay, don't be angry. They have stopped payments, they have stopped transfers, they have stopped so many things. So if you can transfer to my account, I can help you convert the money to pounds with my friend here. I just pay his account directly. He converts the money to pounds, then I can pay from your pounds, from pounds directly using your user word and your email and your password. And so once I do that payment, bam, you get an email instantly that you can now go for verification. So that email, once you get that email, they are going to put what they call there's a number they used to put there called CRM or whatever. Who can remember that number? There's a number they put there. That number is very long. CRM 4445 something like that. Carry the number, carry the email, and then your license, your certificates, all of that. Call somebody in nursing council. Hello, I want, because if you want to go through the normal process, I don't know the normal process, so, but that's what they call normal process. I don't know it. Me, I know the abnormal process. I know people you can call. I can give you number to call. But the normal process, I don't know normal process. I never went through normal process, okay? So I can tell you the other, the normal process. You gave me the normal process. I collect your normal process, your number, everything. I give you a number, call the number, and tell the person you want to get verified, send your documents, and start praying and fasting. Because people tell me that I've sent my verification since December, and this is February. Well, my own took 2 weeks. That was 2019 January, 2 weeks, and then it started to elongate. If you can pray very well, and you have someone that really knows how to handle it, and all the underground dimensions, all the under G, over G stuff, you may be lucky, and it's going to take less than 2 weeks. You'll be very, very lucky. So prayerfully. So once your verification comes out, pack your certificates, and then you're going to receive a message from Passing View. And then Passing View is going to be telling you that you have a password, and then the password and the username, you should go and use it to open an account with them. So once you open an account with Passing View, they give you you need to change the password, and then once you change the password, you have access to an account. So from that account, you can now register for your CBT. Okay. So once you are able to register for CBT from that account, all right. Once you register from that account, you pay. Can you see somebody said all must be original? You can send a scanned copy of the original. A scan copy. That's why it's usually by scan. Just snap or do scan and send to them. Usually the one I did, I sent to the email. I sent via email. The one I did, I sent via email. Okay. So the person will just say, that's why I say I don't know the formal approach for the verification. All right. Do you understand me? So I sent via email. Are we together, please? So once you get to that point, do your CBT. CBT is very easy. You can already start very quickly. The next maybe 1-2 weeks. Just look around, get a center that is open, and then you do your CBT. Now, once you have your CBT and you're not done it, congratulations. So thank God you have escaped. Thank God. Now, at that point, you can just say, but you may not still be able to get, if you have not got your IELTS, you may not be able to get a job yet. You may not get a job yet. Okay? You may not get a job yet. So what my concept now is that while you are doing, you cannot do CBT before verification. Take notes. You cannot do CBT before verification. Hello? Do you hear what I said? You cannot do CBT before verification. I'm hearing that some people say they may not collect notification of results, so you need your certificate, except you have left school 3 years, just within 3 years of leaving school. Okay, so you may not. All right. So, once you get, while you are doing all of these things, my counsel is be preparing for IELTS. Hello, I'll be running up in the next 5 to 10 minutes so that I can have the short class I want to have with the general students. I want to advise you, don't stop your IELTS preparation. CBT is simple. I have never had that anybody fail CBT. Hello, I never had it before. So you cannot face CBT. Once you know your drugs very well, and you can get past questions and you can work with it, you can never face CBT. Okay? You can never face CBT once you know your drugs very well. And that's why you should get past question and master. Once you can master past question, you pass CBT. So and that can happen in 2 weeks or 1 week safe. I remember somebody telling me that, hey, are you sure that I'm prepared? I said, go and write it. And person passed. So whether you have read all the book they sent to you, make sure you solve the past question. So once you have your CBT, while you are doing all those preparation, while you are waiting for your verification, while you are waiting for nothing, while you are waiting for NMC, while you are waiting for all of that, be preparing for your IELTS. If possible, you may even get your IELTS done before your CBT in that process or after. So what this may do, don't let a preparation for one affect the preparation for the other. Did you hear what I said? Don't let preparation for one affect preparation for the others. Let me say that again. Don't let the preparation for one affect preparation for the others. Don't say, it's because I want to be focused. Nothing like that in this situation, no. Nothing like I want to be focused. If you are saying to be focused, maybe, well, I don't want to say anything, but please try to do the two together. Preparing for IELTS. And let me now tell you quickly, your IELTS preparation, as far as I am concerned, is more important than all of this I'm saying, because you will not be able to register with NMC UK if your IELTS and CBT is not ready. Now, the first money you pay that first time, that £140, is called evaluation money. It's called evaluation money. Did you hear what I said? The second money you are going to pay is not going to be payable until you have your IELTS and your CBT. So while you are preparing for IELTS and you are preparing for CBT, and I want to encourage you, don't gamble with IELTS. You can gamble with CBT. Yes, you can gamble with CBT, and you will gamble and you'll be fine. Honestly. But IELTS, don't gamble with IELTS. So what I advise people to do is that if you're preparing for IELTS, it is very advisable that you have a clear strategy, whether from a renowned tutor or a renowned student. Either of the two. Me, I'm a renowned student. I did it 5 times. So at least I can tell you what to do, I can tell you what to do, not to fail. I can just tell you to don't do what I did. So I'm a renowned student that is getting better being a teacher anyway. So if you can get better teachers outside, it's better that you have somebody that is going to give you assurance of success. Stick with that person. Stick with that person. I'm saying this because some people say, Shebi is IELTS in English language. I did English in school. I had A1. If you use that one to go and do IELTS, okay, no problem. I won't say anything beyond that. So get a renowned teacher, stick with that teacher, practice until you are sure that you can write IELTS to your dream and pass. Once that is sure, go. And so that you can be sure of your IELTS and your CBT at the same time. sit for the two together, pass, then getting a job become very easy. Finally, on getting a job, your CV is important. Your CV is important. Your CV is important. Again, your CV is important. I strongly advise that you get the format of a correct CV. All right? Get the format of a correct CV and use it to, apply for a job. I have a little group I opened for those who have passed IH and CBT, or passed IH or CBT, or passed CBT or IH, or they want to sit for CBT and all of that. I have a small group open. If you like to join that group, it's free. You don't have to pay anything. There are also room for application of jobs. There are so many job application centers there, and I can also give you people you can talk to get so as to get a job. People that got job recently, they talk to you on that page, or I can refer you to them so that they can guide you on how to get a job. So if you want to join that group, I will send the link to you. I will send the link. It's an open group, but don't join the group if you have not registered with NMC Nigeria, NMC UK, because it will be a waste of time. Don't join the group if you're not planning to sit for CBT. Don't join the group if you're not planning to get a job. That's the reason for the group. All right. So, having said that, I want to round off. And what am I going to say in rounding off? There is pressure on the UK to completely stop application of people from Nigeria, but currently they have not bowed to the pressure. That's why they use the word. UK guys are very wise when it comes to English language. If they had said there is no more recruitment, that would have meant that nobody is coming to UK from Nigeria. But they said there is a restriction. If you look at the word they use, restriction on active recruitment, which means active recruitment should be taking place on, it can take place underground, number one. Number two, the recruitment can continue to take place. They will not deny recruitment, but they will not be actively financing it. So it only gets a bit more difficult and a bit more financially implying. But you can. There are two ways that it could go. It could get into. It could get worse, and it could get better. So, but at this time, what will be my counsel? My counsel will be that, please, if I have to kneel down, see, this my kneeling down, this my pull, please, pursue now. I'm kneeling down. Me, honestly, in case you do not know the urgency of the situation, I need a front of camera. Me. Whatever I need to do now, before it gets either better or worse, pursue. So that's my little counsel. I will give 4 minutes to answer. Somebody said, okay, how can I register for CBT? I think I'm doing this. Now, if you need to watch this video again, go ahead, watch it again. I think it is nice that you do so anyway. Okay? Watch it all over again and again and again so that you can understand what I just said. I want to repeat what I said because I need to leave now for the sake of those people I have to take I should have taken by 6. Okay? So do you have any question? You listen to all what I said and you still have question. I want you to ask quickly. So I can unmute if you want to ask questions. I can unmute. Any questions? Thank you for coming for the section. Can I ask that we round up the class now? Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you everyone. So I will. Somebody asked that if I'm going to get the video across to everybody. Now, if you have been my student before, you have access to this video because all you just click on it, click on the site, and then you have the video. Click on the site and you have access to the video. But if you are not my student and you have to be my student, and it's not like Bible and corruption. No. It's just because if I give you access, all the videos have been taken for many for months. You have access to it. I don't want to have access to it. So, but it's very simple information anyway. You can easily get it. It's all over the internet. Okay. So thank you everyone. Now, if you are writing IELTS General and you are currently online, please just send GEN so that we can find a way around meeting. If you're writing IELTS General, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. We meet tomorrow. I will send information about our assignment. All right. So I've seen somebody. Any other person that is then if you are Jen, please just send Jen quickly. So we meet quickly. If people are not leaving very quickly, I may have to close the group and then reopen. Okay. I've seen two. I don't want us to close. So if you're not writing Jen, please, I would like to kindly appreciate you and please, so that we can have the next short class that we needed to have. If you're writing Jen, do not leave. If you're not writing Jen, I'm not saying you should leave, but I'm saying thank you very much for coming. I'm really thanking you, and I appreciate it sincerely. So we can quickly next. All right. We still have so much people around. All right, see you. Yeah. See me tomorrow. You may not see me tomorrow. Mary, you may not see me tomorrow. I may have to shut down the group and reopen. Wow. Mm. Are you sure?